Hey everyone! Welcome to another exciting episode of Family Moments, where we use really cool object lessons
that teach the truth about
what matters most.
Exactly. And today, we're going to have some fun with this.
A popsicle stick.
Oh, are we gonna make a popsicle stick picture frame?
No, we're not going to make a popsicle stick picture frame.
Oh, I know. We're gonna make a popsicle stick airplane.
We're not going to make a popsicle stick airplane either.
Or maybe we're gonna make a log cabin.
A log cabin? We don't even have enough sticks to make something like that.
No problem. Start eating, everyone!
Ow, brother. Hey friends, Pastor Robbie here, along with today's special co-hosts, Ruth, Abram, Judah, and Simeon.
Hello!
And today, we're going to have some fun learning about courage.
Courage? I thought we were gonna learn about popsicle sticks.
Well, no, we're going to use popsicle sticks to learn about courage.
This sounds like one of the lessons about sticks and stones.
You're right. You know the old saying, sticks and stones may break my bones.
But words will never hurt me.
Right. That's a common saying, but it's not true. Words do matter, and they do hurt. And today's story involves sticks and stones, and it's about a young man who didn't like it when someone was making fun of God and his army. And of course, I'm talking about David and Goliath.
Oh, are you talking about that story where the Philistine army lined up against the Israelites?
And a giant named Goliath came forth and challenged them and made fun of them. And David came forth with his slingshot and hit him in the head with a rock and defeated the giant?
That's the one.
Never heard of it.
Ow, brother. It's only one of the most popular stories in the Bible, and David was a young man, probably a teenager. And while everyone else in Israel's army was too scared to fight Goliath, David had enough faith in God to be courageous, and he stepped up to do what was right.
What about the sticks and stones?
Well, when Goliath saw young David coming forward, he began to make fun of him. Let's take a look at our verse for the day. It comes from 1 Samuel 17, 43 through 47, where it says, "He said to David, 'Am I a dog that you come at me with sticks?' And the Philistine cursed David by his gods. 'Come here,' he said, 'and I'll give your flesh to the birds and the wild animals.' David said to the Philistine, 'You come against me with sword and spear and javelin, but I come against you in the name of the Lord Almighty, the God of the armies of Israel, whom you have defied. This day the Lord will deliver you into my hands, and I'll strike you down and cut off your head. This very day I will give the carcasses of the Philistine army to the birds and the wild animals, and the whole world will know that there is a God in Israel. All those gathered here will know that it is not by sword or spear that the Lord saves, for the battle is the Lord's, and he will give all of you into our hands.'"
And then he hit him with the stone using his slingshot?
That's exactly right.
How big was Goliath?
That's a great question. It's been estimated that Goliath could have been as tall as 9 feet high. Very big, very strong, and very scary.
No wonder everyone was so chicken.
Well, yeah, so you can see why we're talking about courage using David. He was pretty young, but also pretty courageous because he knew God was on his side.
Yeah, it's too bad there are no giants around today because I consider myself to be pretty courageous too.
Well, we might not be called upon to conquer a giant like Goliath, but we can still be courageous and step up in a big way when others are too scared to do so.
What do you mean?
Well, suppose you saw someone getting bullied by a bigger or an older person. Sometimes it's easier to avoid or even go along with the bully than it is to stand up for the person getting picked on.
Yeah, I can see where that might take some courage.
Or maybe you're with a bunch of friends and they all agree to try smoking cigarettes because there's no adults around. And you know it's wrong, but you're afraid to speak up because you don't want them to laugh at you.
Yeah, I've been in situations like that before. It's kind of hard.
Well, the good news is we don't have to try to be courageous on our own. We have God to lead us. Let me demonstrate this for you with a fun little object lesson using sticks and stones called With a Sling and a Stone. And all we're going to need is a couple rubber bands, some duct tape, a strong scissors, some paper, some glue, a tack or a nail, a stack of plastic cups, and a few popsicle sticks. We'll take 4 popsicle sticks and cut the ends off at 45-degree angles like this. Now we'll glue 2 of them together on the end of a full-size popsicle stick like this. Now we'll place another full-size stick on top and glue it into place. Then we'll take our 2 remaining cut pieces and glue them on top like this. And we'll glue 1 more full-size stick on top of it all. Now we're going to cut some support sticks and glue them in between our other sticks like this.
It looks like the frame for a slingshot.
Right. And now let's make a pouch by taking our tape and folding it over 4 or 5 times like this. Then we'll poke a hole at each end of the tape and insert a rubber band through each one. Then we'll pull the rubber band through a loop to secure it. And then we're going to secure all parts of the slingshot with some duct tape, a little in the middle, a little on the bottom, around the ends, make sure it's nice and secure. And we'll wrap the other end of each rubber band around the top part of our Y-frame like this.
That looks cool! Yeah! What about the rocks?
Well, we're not going to use real rocks because we don't want anyone to get hurt or anything to get damaged. So what we're going to do is we're going to use our paper and write down some words that we know please God, like love, joy, peace, patience, kindness, goodness, gentleness, faithfulness, and self-control.
I've heard those words before. That's the fruit of the Spirit.
You're exactly right. Keep writing, people. We're going to fight our battles differently than most people. We're going to shower people with love and kindness. So go ahead and take a minute and write down as many godly words as you can think of. Oh, good one.
There's one around on one.
Joy, peace, patience. I love it. We're going to try to fill this whole bowl up with ammo. All right, let's go ahead and crumple up our ammo and pile them into that bowl. Get a whole bunch of ammo here. Crumple it up, put it in the bowl. We need a lot of ammo. That's a lot of ammo. Now our job is to shoot down that wall of cups at the end of the table, like this. Anyone else want to give it a try?
I do!
Okay, easy. We'll take turns.
That was fun!
We just need to remember that with God on our side, we can take down any wall.
That's a lot better way to fight a battle.
Exactly. Learning to be courageous in the Lord is a beautiful thing. So, team, what did you learn today?
I learned that the giants we fight today may look different than Goliath, but they can still be kind of scary.
Exactly.
And instead of fighting them with real rocks, we can fight them courageously with things like love and kindness
and peace and patience
and self-control.
Very good.
Now, we thought it'd be fun if we made a slingshot of our own.
Make a slingshot of your own. Well, that's pretty cool.
But instead of using popsicle sticks, we thought we'd use something a little bigger.
Bigger? Oh, like what did you have in mind?
like yardsticks.
Yardsticks?
Yeah, we can fit a lot more paper stones in the pouch that way.
I don't think that would work very well. I'm sorry, but...
Wait here, and we'll give it a try.
I don't think that... Hey, wait a minute. You're pointing that right at me.
3, 2, 1.
Stop running. Nice job, everybody.
Want to see it again?
No, not at all.
Wait here, come on.
Oh no. That looks like a popsicle stick cannon with ping pong balls. Oh no!
See you around.